Okay, so for the following transfer function, you have to sketch the Bode plot for this. So let's start. So let's factor out the 4 and the 10 from these ones, so we can have this be added to 1. Okay, and this 2, it can be foiled into the bracket, so it'll be like this. This is just 100, and that means this is just 400. Okay, so 50 over 400, let me see what that is. That's 0.125 or just 1 over 8. So we can write this as the following. There we go. Now let's take the log to the base 10 for this. So it'll be log JW. Sorry, 20 log JW. Oh yeah, wait, sorry. We're taking 20 log to all of this. My bad, sorry. So minus 20 log of 8. Minus 20 log of JW over 4 plus 1. Minus 20 log of JW over 10 plus 1 to the power of 2. And we can bring that 2 up here and have it to the b to the minus 40. Now let's get, so this is going to be our magnitude, and let's get our phasor. So it'll be tan inverse real over, imaginary over real, so W, minus, this one is going to be just tan inverse of 0 because there's no imaginary component for here. So this is just gone. Minus tan W over 4. And this is going to be minus 2 because we're working with the 40 here. Tan inverse W over 10. So now let's sketch the Bode plot, and we're going to be using this sheet to help us out. So HDB omega. Alright, now let's start this. So this one we see, we're working with this one. This one we see it matches with this. So it's Z, so at point 1, we're starting from 0.1. Okay, so at 1, we're going to have something like this. This is minus 20. Okay, let's have this to be 20. And this will have a slope of 20 decibels per decade. Okay, and it'll be represented by 20 log JW. Okay, now next we have this minus 20 log of 8. That is minus 18.06. So we have this. Next we have this. So at 4, so this is a negative value. So at 4, this is going to break down, and it's going to be minus 20 decibels per decade. This is minus 20 log JW over 4 plus 1. And then at 10, it's going to have a slope of minus 40, because if you look here, the power so we're doing this one, so it's minus, not, sorry, we're working with this one. The slope will be minus 20 times the power. The power in this case is 2, because remember it was minus 20 to the power of 2, log of all of that to the power of 2. So it's going to be the following. So this is going to be minus 40 decibels per decade, and we can put minus 40 log JW over 10 plus 1 here. Okay, now let's do the void thing. So let's see. So we first add up all of these values. So we have 0 plus minus 18.06 plus minus 20. So we're going to actually start our void plot down here. So this is minus 38.06. We have we add this to our void plot, and it had a slope of 20 decibels per decade, and we go like this until we hit 4. Okay, at this point we have to take this into account. So a slope of 20 plus a slope of minus 20 decibels per decade, that's a slope of 0, so we start going straight. Let's also find this point quickly. So y2 minus y1 being minus 38.06 all over log of x2, which is 4, all over x1, which was 0.1, equals 20. So let me solve for y2, and I get minus 6.08. Sorry, minus 6.018. There we go. And then so this has a slope of 20 decibels per decade. Now then we start going straight until we hit 10, and then after that, at this region, this is obviously still going in that direction. This is still going in that direction. They cancel each other out, so we can just ignore those. But we will have a slope of minus 40 decibels per decade. So something like this. Okay, and that's your void plot for this one. Now let's do the phasor one. Okay, so this tan inverse of W is related to this. This one is related to this. Wait, sorry, this one is related to this, and this one is related to this. So JW, if it's JW and positive, then it's just going to be 90 degrees all the way around. Now, if it's obviously this one is just 0. This one, JW over, so this is a negative value, so we're going to be having n to be the power of minus 1, and we see this one matches, so our thing should look like this. Our P is 4, so our two important points will be 4 over 10, which is 0.4, and 4 times 10, which will be 40. Our thing goes down here until we hit minus 90, and then we go start moving, and hold on, and then we start moving here. Okay, wait, so this is tan inverse of W, this is minus tan inverse of W over 4. Okay, and then our last part is this one. So it's, this one, which is related to this one. So, and so we see this is also the one that's similar to it. Our P is 10. So 10 divided by 10, that's 1. And then 10 times 10, that's 100. And then this jumps, since this is to the power of 2, when we're here, we jump all the way down to minus 90 times 2, which is minus 180. And then we do it. Then we continue from here. And this will be minus 2 tan inverse W over 10. Now let's find the slope of this and this. So the slope of this one, it's going to be minus 180 minus 0 all over log of 100 all over 1. Okay, remember we wanted it in decibels per decade, not decibels per radians per second. So that gives me minus 90 degrees per, sorry, we want it in degrees per decade, not degrees per radians per second. So this is that. And then for this one, it's minus 90 minus 0 all over log of 40 all over 0.4. And hold on, let me write that 0.4 properly. And let me get the slope. And it's minus 45 degrees per decade. Now let's draw the Bode plot. So it's 0 plus 90. So our Bode plot starts at 90. So we're going to start from here all the way until we hit 0.4, which is when our slope changes to this, which is minus 45 degrees per decade, until we hit 1. So let's find the point of this quickly. So y2 minus y1, sorry, y2 minus y1, which is 90, all over log of x2 all over 0.4 equals minus 45. And we get 72.09. All right, and then as we go from 1 to 40, which is when our next change happens, this goes to 0. This continues at minus 90. Our slope increases. So 45 minus 90, that's minus 135. So we get a giant slope until we reach like minus 40. Let's get this point. So it'll be y2 minus, sorry, y2 minus y1, y1 being 72.09 all over log of 40 divided by 1 equals minus 135. And we get minus 114. So let's call that point minus 144.2. Did I say minus 414 or 114? Sorry, I meant minus 144.2. So somewhere here. And this has a slope of minus 135 degrees per decade. This one has a slope of minus 90 degrees per decade. And then after that, this goes to 0. So now we're back. But now we have a slope of minus 90 degrees per decade. And yeah, that should be it. Wait, no. Sorry, our next change is at this point when both of them are now at a slope of 0. So from 40 to 100, this point, and then after we still have a slope of minus 90. Then after that we go to 0. So let's find this point. So it's y2 minus y1, which was minus 144.2 all over log of 100 divided by 4 equals minus 90. Let me see what y2 is. And that says minus 180. So let me draw this properly. There we go. And that should be it. These are your two, oops. Actually, you might screw it. I'll just leave that arrow. Okay, there you go. These are your two Bode plots.